Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the metro area of Lisbon and we are exploring a very picturesque town called Cascais. Let's go and explore it. Just 30 kilometers west of Lisbon lies one of Portugal's most beautiful coastal towns, a place where golden beaches meet dramatic cliffs, elegant mansions overlook the Atlantic, and centuries of history blend effortlessly with modern seaside living. Welcome to Cascais. A short walk west of town leads to one of Portugal's most spectacular natural wonders, Boca do Inferno. The name means the mouth of hell. Here, thousands of years of relentless Atlantic waves carve dramatic caves and cliffs into the limestone coastline. During calm weather, visitors admire the deep blue water swirling below, but during winter storms, the Atlantic unleashes its true power. Enormous waves explode through the rocky opening, sending water dozens of meters into the air. The thunderous sound echoes through the cliffs, creating the dramatic spectacle that inspires its unforgettable name. Even on a peaceful day, the scenery is breathtaking. The endless Atlantic stretches toward the horizon, while rugged rock formations reveal nature's incredible power. The Santa Marta Lighthouse Museum, which is right next to Casa de Santa Maria, occupies the former fort and the lighthouse with the same name. The whole complex was converted into a leisure and cultural center, although the lighthouse is still part of the coastal signaling system. The museum offers an overview of lighthouses in general, plus specific exhibits on such themes as lighthouses in Portugal and the work of the lighthouse keeper, amongst others. Visitors can also enjoy the documentary film Lighthouses of Portugal, 5 Centuries of History. waterfront is the impressive Citadel of Cascais. Built in the 16th century, this fortress protected Lisbon from attacks arriving by sea. Massive stone walls once held cannons pointed towards the Atlantic. Over time, the military fortress evolved into something much more refined. Parts of the citadel became a royal residence. Later, it welcomed presidents and visiting head of state. Today, visitors can walk through its historic courtyards while enjoying art galleries, boutique shops, and luxury accommodations carefully integrated into the centuries-old walls. It's a perfect example of how Cascais preserves its past while embracing the future. Once a humble fishing village, Cascais transformed into the summer playground of Portuguese royalty, attracting kings, aristocrats, artists, and eventually visitors from around the world. Today, it remains one of Portugal's most charming destinations, a place where every narrow street tells a story, every ocean view leaves you speechless, and every sunset reminds you why so many people fall in love with the coastline. Let's discover everything that makes Cascais one of Portugal's true treasures. Long before luxury hotels and elegant villas appeared, Cascais was a quiet fishing community. Its protected bay made it the perfect harbor for local fishermen, whose colorful boats still decorate the marina today. The town's history stretches back to Roman times, but it wasn't until the Middle Ages that Cascais became strategically important. Standing guard over the Atlantic entrance to Lisbon, the town became an essential defensive position. Several forts were built along the coastline to protect Portugal's capital from pirates and invading fleets. Everything changed in 1870. King Louis I chose Cascais as his summer residence. Soon, Portugal's royal family began spending every summer here. Where the king went, the nobility followed. Magnificent villas appeared almost overnight. Grand hotels opened. Elegant gardens were planted. Within just a few decades, Cascais had transformed into Portugal's most fashionable seaside destination. Praia da Ribeira is Cascais' central beach. Unlike many beach towns, the beach sits directly beside the historic center. Within minutes, visitors can go from exploring medieval streets to relaxing beside crystal-clear Atlantic waters. This unique combination gives Cascais an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in Portugal. One of town's central gathering places is Praça 5 de Outubro. Walking through Cascais today feels like stepping into a postcard. The historic center is wonderfully compact. Whitewashed buildings line narrow cobblestone streets. Traditional Portuguese pavement known as Calçada Portuguesa creates a beautiful black and white wave patterns beneath your feet. Small boutiques occupy century-old buildings. Family-run cafes spill onto sunny squares. Fresh seafood restaurants invite visitors to slow down and enjoy Atlantic cuisine. Hello there. We passed by Sacolinha pastry shop. It's basically a cafe, and we are trying one of the typical desserts here in Cascais, and this one is called Areias de Cascais. Let me try it out. It's very good, but it's a hard biscuit, biscuit-like. It's very good. It has like a vanilla taste almost. Well, it's approved and I really like it. So, thumbs up. Cascais has a new museum that covers the history of the town and the wider municipality, from the Neolithic through the early 20th century. The new town museum, which is divided into 5 display areas, boasts state-of-the-art visitor interaction technology. The exhibits, which comprise some of the most iconic relics from the town's past, illustrate the main events in the region's history and prehistory. The museum's multimedia displays allow visitors to navigate interactivity through Cascais' history. Created in 1940s but used as a recreational and leisure state since the first half of the 16th century, this large green space results from the merging of the gardens of the Condes Castro Guimarães Palace with the property of the Viscount of Gandarinha in the town of Cascais. It was purchased from the Misericordia of Cascais by the Descalced Carmelites under the patronage of Dom Antonio de Castro, and in 1834 after passing into the state's possession. It had several owners until it was acquired by the Viscount of Grandarinha, who built a romantic park there. The garden of the Condes Castro Guimarães Palace was also characterized by a touch of romanticism, and in 1944, after the Grandarinha land was acquired, the two spaces were united and opened to the public. After the 1974 revolution, it became known as Grandarinha Park, although it is still known today as Marshal Carmona Park. The park features expansive lawns, flower beds with herbaceous plants and shrubs, a wooded area with large trees, and paths with a romantic touch. The park also includes a section of the Ribeira dos Mochos stream, a picnic area and a field for traditional games. The Condes de Castro Guimarães Museum is housed in the building known as Torre de São Sebastião, commissioned by George O'Neill in 1900. The building features revivalist architecture, recovering and combining styles from the past, transporting our imagination to a fantastic universe marked by romantic taste. In 1910, the house was acquired by Count Manuel de Castro Guimarães. After his death in 1927, in his 1924 will, he left all his property, garden, house, and contents to the municipality of Cascais to establish a municipal museum library. The museum opened to the public on July 12, 1931. The collection consists of important collections of paintings, furniture, porcelain, goldsmithing, and also small groups of sculptures, tiles, textiles, fans, glassware, and national and foreign display objects. A particular note is the Chronicle of King Afonso Henriques, 1505, by Duarte Galvão, whose illumination in the prologue contains the oldest representation of the city of Lisbon. Welcome to Guincho Beach. Famous worldwide among surfers and windsurfers, Praia do Guincho is one of Portugal's most iconic beaches. Powerful waves and steady Atlantic winds create perfect conditions for water sports. The surrounding scenery is equally remarkable. Golden sand stretches beneath towering dunes, while the mountains of Sintra rise in the distance. It's no surprise that several scenes from the James Bond film On Her Majesty's Secret Service were filmed here. are in the westernmost point of Europe. So we are in Cabo da Roca. Cascais isn't simply another beach destination. It's a place where Portugal's maritime heritage meets royal elegance, where dramatic Atlantic cliffs reminds us of nature's immense power. Because some places aren't just visited, they stay with you long after you've gone. Thank you for watching. And this is about it, folks. I hope you enjoyed Cascais. And I leave you with this beautiful view behind me. Take care. Bye.